all know that as you age, your body changes, and what worked in your 20s might not work so well in your 50s and beyond. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 foods to avoid after age 50 and beyond so that you can stay healthy and feel your best for longer. Hello and welcome to Second Wind Movement's channel. I'm Cyn Meyer. I am here to help you make the most of your golden years. And it all starts with good health. We know that healthy eating is vital at any age, and even more so for older adults. That doesn't mean you need to go on some crazy diet plan, count your calories, or avoid certain foods like the plague. We're here to keep it simple and manageable, to help you feel energized, improve your overall health in retirement, and even live longer. I am going to break down the 7 foods to avoid after 50 and propose healthier substitutes, starting with number 1, fried food. Fried food tastes really good, but the damage may not be worth it, the damage to your body. Here is just some of the scary research. The calories of a meal more than double when deep fried. When heated to high temperatures, cooking oils contain more trans fats, the associated fats with several health problems. Fried food can increase your risk of developing heart disease and diabetes. And does that mean that you have to write off delicious fried foods forever? No. But it's definitely worthwhile to eat less of it, and there are great swaps that you can make to lessen the damage to your body. The good news is that nearly everything that's fried can be prepared differently, and it has a significant impact on how healthy your meal is. So if fried meals don't make it on your list of foods to avoid, try switching up the oil that you use. Avocado oil, olive oil, and coconut oil can make your favorite dishes that much more healthy. Even better, try to oven or air fry your food to get similar results without the unnecessary and unhealthy fats. A French fry here and there is not going to be the end of the world, but as always, awareness changes everything, and it'll help you choose the healthier version more often to balance out your nutrition overall. The second food on our list is number 2, processed meat. I hated seeing this one on our list because I love salami. Processed meat refers to any type of food that has been changed from its original state. Think hot dogs, bacon, and sausage. And if you're like most Americans, I get it, bacon is delicious. It's a breakfast staple, and hot dogs are a cookout classic. Because processed meat is at the top of the list of foods to avoid, though, it's worth slowing down on your frequency and how often you eat processed meats. Because to give you an idea of what happens if you eat it every day, if you eat 50 grams, which is about 2 ounces of processed meat every day, then your risk of getting colorectal cancer increases by 18%. And you also face a 42% higher risk of coronary disease with a 19% higher risk of diabetes compared to people who eat it about once a month or less. So it doesn't mean you have to give up on the idea of eating your favorite sandwiches or those amazing charcuterie platters. Just choose healthier alternatives like cooked or roasted meat, canned salmon or canned tuna, and like with all the items on our list, it's about making these swaps over time more frequently. Number 3 is coffee. Before you start cursing at me, I'm not suggesting you give up coffee. I get it. I love coffee and I rely on it in the morning. If you enjoy your morning cup of joe or an afternoon pick-me-up, I'm just throwing some facts out there for you to consider. This one is on our list so that you can consider consuming coffee in moderation. Coffee actually has numerous health benefits when you consume it in moderation. It's just when you overdo it that the benefits turn into problems. With daily coffee drinking, despite the energy and mood boosting effects, some concerning side effects with excess caffeine consumption, and they're not surprising either, are anxiety, sleep problems, high blood pressure, and digestive issues. So just try to work your way up to about a cup a day. And if you can, only in the morning, because coffee can be especially tough for older adults to digest. After the age of 65, it takes about 33% longer for your body to metabolize caffeine compared to younger adults. If you're tired of sleepless nights, you might want to just consider switching to tea. Tea on the upside might contain theine. Theine is a form of caffeine that is absorbed differently, and aside from sharpening your mind, it also relaxes you. Another equally as addictive drink to avoid is number 4, diet soda. A lot of people think that drinking diet soda is a good option. Fewer calories, no sugar, but recent research shows the opposite. There is actually compelling evidence that drinking diet soda increases belly fat and blood sugar. It increases your risk of getting diabetes and your risk of developing dementia and incident stroke. I know that diet soda is super difficult for people to cut out. So here's a motivating chart that shows how American soda consumption has plunged over the years. Join the many Americans who are drinking less soda and choose healthier alternatives like water. Water intake is massive. If you can swap out soda for water, your body will thank you for it. If you're craving something sweet, you can always spice it up. Spice up your water by infusing it with fruit, or go natural with homemade iced tea without adding sugar. Or if you have the energy, whip up a veggie or a fruit smoothie. Easier said than done, of course, especially if you're used to consuming your favorite diet soda brand every day. Our tip: wean off slowly and consistently using the magic of micro steps, which is my personal answer to anything that you want to achieve, so that you can start to decrease the number of diet drinks that you consume per day and then per week. By the way, if you want to learn more about micro-stepping, we have a free PDF for you to check out. You can click on the links in and around this video. All of the resources I mentioned in any of our videos, by the way, will be in the description below each video in case you're curious. There's one more beverage on our list of foods to avoid, and it's number 5, alcohol. If you're like most adults, you have an occasional drink. I won't get into the negative side effects of excessive drinking, but I will mention that cutting down on alcohol could be one of the best things that you do for your health. The body's ability to respond gradually worsens over time. So even small amounts of alcohol can have a worse impact compared to when you were younger, of course. And if you're trying to lose weight, this is definitely one to avoid more often because alcohol is just empty calories. There's nothing wrong with having a drink every now and then, and it may even be healthy to sip a glass of wine in moderation, but just try to avoid alcohol in large quantities. More specifically, the National Institute on Alcohol and Alcoholism advises that people older than age 65 who are healthy have no more than 7 drinks per week. If you're looking for an alternative to swap out so that you can decrease your general consumption level, there are actually wines that don't have alcohol if you just enjoy the taste of wine. Or if you're out having a social drink where there's a bar, you can swap out an alcoholic beverage with a mocktail or a non-alcoholic beer like an O'Doul's or something. Or if you're at home, try kombucha or sparkling water if you're into carbonation. Basically, there's probably something for everyone as far as alcoholic drink alternatives. So just explore different alternatives based on what you like and what you're used to and have fun with it. Okay, so let's get back to a couple more food items on our list. Number 6 is pre-packaged food. Who doesn't love a meal that's ready to eat with like 0 prep time? So convenient. The only problem with this convenience is that you might not know what ingredients are in the food. You can't control how much salt, sugar, or preservatives are being added to your food, which is why the best thing is to make all of your own meals at home. You'll feel better, look better, and know exactly what's going into your plate and into your body. I get it. Eating healthy foods with fewer preservatives can sometimes be hard, and it's definitely not as quick and easy. But there are products that are convenient as prepackaged foods. You can buy frozen produce, which is just as healthy and sometimes even healthier than fresh veggies, meats, or fruits. And you can also choose dried, canned, and frozen beans and legumes. That's super healthy. When you're grocery shopping, if you want to spot an unhealthy additive, just check out the ingredients labels to scan the contents. Typically, anything foreign sounding or hard to pronounce is likely a cue that it's some form of artificial preservative, so steer clear of those. And finally, number 7, grapefruit. You might be wondering what the heck is grapefruit doing on the list of foods to avoid after 50? As it turns out, eating or drinking grapefruit can make some medications dangerous for you. It can either counteract or amplify the side effects of several medications. For instance, grapefruit is off limits for blood pressure, anti-anxiety, and antihistamine drugs. So if you're taking any meds that might not mix well with grapefruit, it's best to just steer clear. And definitely do your research and ask your prescriber or look up medication interaction. As for swapping out grapefruit, grapefruit is a great way to get your vitamin C and fiber. So you can consider other foods that are packed with vitamin C, like broccoli, strawberries, oranges, and if you miss that tangy citrus, you can try lemons or kiwi. Overall, the key to a healthier diet after 50 is finding balance with your food choices. And of course, trying to avoid the foods we listed more often. A great way to take care of your body as you age is to pay attention to your food energy level, as in be mindful about what you eat in terms of how it makes you feel afterward. If you're feeling sluggish or uncomfortable after eating certain things, try cutting back on those items and see how that affects your body. And because you won't feel the impact after you consume your food right away, sometimes it takes a couple of days for something to go through your body, keeping a food journal will help you track down those food culprits that make you feel sluggish. Food aversions and intolerances can take a bit longer to make their mark, so food journaling is a great way to quickly spot what's happening in your diet and how it makes you feel. To recap the 7 foods to avoid more often and not necessarily eliminate straight away: fried food, processed meat, coffee, diet soda, alcohol, prepackaged food, grapefruit. So let us know in the comments, what does your diet look like as you grow older? Are you wanting to make any of these adjustments, or are they already out of your diet? Or maybe there's other foods that you're working to avoid that's not on our list. Let us know. The more you let us know in the comments about your experience, the more it helps our community. Also, don't forget to like and share this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, don't just take our advice at face value. Instead, use our tips as a foundational starting point and figure out what works best for you. From there, all you need are consistent micro steps to achieve any of your ideal retirement lifestyle goals. Thank you so much for being here. We do this for you. I will see you in the next video for more retirement tips.